your boy Zay, and I'm back with another banger. And today, man, we got a special one for y'all. We got another reaction video. If you ain't watched my last reaction video, go watch it. It's gonna be up there on the screen. That was a banger. And today, y'all, we got 10 animals y'all are glad that are extinct, man. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below what other reaction videos you want to see me do, and hit that bell right there. And yeah, we finna get right into it, man. Let's get it.
Like and subscribe right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck for the next week. Is there a reason why dinosaurs command more than their fair share of attention when it comes to terrifying animals to have ever roamed the earth? Well, these huge reptiles had a good run for about 200 million years, and admittedly, they were a force to be reckoned with. However, the prehistoric world was teeming with thousands, perhaps even millions of other creatures we may never get to see in the flesh, but were every bit as vicious and ferocious. Hello, and welcome to another episode of 100M, where we'll look at 10 animals you'll be glad are extinct. Number 10. Hallucigenia.
Hallucigenia, what the heck?
About 500 million years ago, a bizarre spiked misfit crawled the floors of the Cambrian oceans. It was just a tiny creature, measuring no more than 3 inches long, but it looked every bit as scary as the large, terrifying creatures you'll see later on this list. Their tubular form, plagued with rows of rigid spines along its back, scary legs that end in claws, and freaky long jaws, made these tentacly critters fit for the starring roles in any science fiction
I've
film.
never seen that
What's
before.
even more unnerving is that these ancient and bizarre earthworm-like creatures had really puzzled scientists trying to figure out which end had the head and which end had, the opposite end. One end extended some distance beyond the legs, drooping downwards as if reaching for something on the ground. That must be the end with the head, but honestly, I really don't know. Number 9. Dunkleosteus. Now, here's a terrifying monster that will keep you awake at night. Quite frankly, it looks like the Grim Reaper of the sea. Dunkleosteus had nothing to do with smiles. Its terrifying toothy grin was quite the fearsome sight to behold, and it was often the last thing most prey would see moments before their death. Their terrifyingly strong build alone would be enough to give them an unfair advantage over both prey and predators. They had well-armored steel-like bodies that made them look like a cross between a nightmarish monster and a tank. And
look how wide his mouth is.
Razor-sharp teeth and powerful jaws could muster a bite force of 8,000 pounds per square inch. Boy, this thing could crush anything that went into its mouth. Dang. No way you can tell me that they wouldn't have enjoyed chomping into human flesh had it been served.
Bro.
Number 8. Megalania.
Megalania.
Tales of fire-breathing dragons probably came from the Megalania, thought to have been the largest monitor lizard to have ever crawled the earth. They were...
Jimmy's John's is a sandwich place. Now these Weisenheimers are trying to be chipmen too.
They were giant iguanas native to ancient Australia, only vanishing as recently as 50,000 years ago. The earliest Aboriginal communities most likely encountered these 18-foot-long, 1,300-pound iguanas.
Feet?
It's not likely,
bro, iguanas are that big. That is huge.
Or ate early men. They were believed to have subsisted mostly on large animal groups like giant kangaroos and other mammals, which were valid prey choices for such large meat eaters. There was minimal competition for the position of apex predator, and perhaps only the large territorial crocodiles would have given the Megalania a run for their money in that regard. Still, their sheer sizes and large mouths lined with sharp serrated teeth, a long forked tongue oozing with bacteria-filled saliva, and very sharp claws accessorizing their muscular legs made these ancient lizards capable of causing serious damage in an attack. Number 7. Deinosuchus. Expect a croc whose name translates to terrible crocodile to live up to its moniker. Deinosuchus was a massive crocodilian that lived about 80 million years ago. These ancient crocs generally looked like modern alligators with broad snouts and rather bulbous tips. Unlike present-day gators, however, Deinosuchus never stopped growing and would reach incredible sizes.
Never stopped growing?
Feet in length, perhaps
33
even up to
feet?
60 feet. Just to put the size of this megacroc into perspective, saltwater crocodiles, which are reckoned to be the largest living crocodilians today, rarely grow past
Thing is
14
huge.
feet. That makes these ancient megacrocs nearly twice as large as the salty. Being an opportunistic predator, the megacroc would ambush and submerge unwary prey wandering too close to the water edge. And
I
thanks
wouldn't
to their
dare
sheer
come near
sizes, powerful jaws, and menacingly sharp teeth, the Deinonychus were capable of taking down the mightiest dinosaurs to ever walk the
Oh my
earth,
gosh.
T-Rexes.
They used to
Number
take down
6.
T-Rexes? Wow.
Dire wolf.
Dire wolf.
Real dire wolves were estimated to have averaged about 5 feet in length and weighing between 110 to 240 pounds. They were really powerful predators, and seeing as they hunted in packs, they must have been a real force to contend with. Some people will argue that the lone wolf, even if it be a dire wolf, would be at a disadvantage in most encounters with larger prey, or predators if they had any. Still, we cannot deny that dire wolves were bloodthirsty and ruthless killers, and although they have long gone extinct, their sight is still nightmare-inducing. Number 5. Smilodon. It's
Smilodon.
hard to smile when you have 7-inch long fangs hanging out from the side of your lower lips. Smilodon had proportionally longer front legs with shorter hind limbs and a rather muscular build overall. This morphology suggested that it was
Kinda
more
like
of
a
a stealth
saber-tooth
ambush
tiger.
predator than a formidable hunter. Still, they were some of the most feared predators of the time,
Fangs.
preying on everything from large prehistoric herbivores to massive reptiles sharing their habitat. These things could have weighed as much as 900 pounds, but mostly weighed between 300 to 600 pounds on average. Their sheer
Bro,
size,
if
coupled
all these
with their
animals are
menacing,
still alive,
dagger-like upper canine teeth,
bro,
is enough to make
we would be
anyone
done
agree
for.
that they are better off remaining extinct.
These
Number
animals
4.
was too big.
Titanoboa. These were super serpents, weighing as much as 2.5 tons and spanning in excess of 40 feet long. The largest snakes today are barely a third of their size.
Wow.
They hunted prey indiscriminately, but preferred to dine on larger mammals and reptiles. They killed their prey by crushing them, pretty much like what modern-day constrictors do. With a constricting force of 400 pounds per square inch, they were able to squash and swallow whole giant crocodiles, alligators,
Dang,
and
swallow
large
whole?
turtles that shared
No
their
way,
territory.
bro.
As far as natural predators,
What?
Titanoboas were indestructible once they reached their adult size. Number 3. Megalodon.
Megalodon, I heard
You
of that.
guys have probably heard of this
That's a
massive,
massive
terrifying
shark.
shark about 1,000 times by now. But our topic wouldn't make much sense if this giant prehistoric shark wasn't part of the list. Measuring up to 18 meters long and weighing more than 60 tons, the Meg was by far the biggest shark
I still feel
species
like
to
that's
ever
still out there
exist.
somewhere
It was the
in the
beefed-up
ocean,
cousin
bro.
of the great white from 15 million years ago. A monster this size would have made more sense in the age of the dinosaurs, when its massive size would be proportional to the potential size of prey in the form of massive marine
That thing
reptiles,
is
such
huge.
as mosasaurs and plesiosaurs. Sadly, the mighty Megalodon missed the age of the dinosaurs by about 46 million years. And with dinosaurs out of the menu, the Meg fed on great white sharks for breakfast and whales for dinner. Had human flesh been served, they'd definitely try it as well.
Now it's time for today's best pick.
We have a picture sent to us by a subscriber just like you. It shows a huge whale which was likely the apex predator even among apex predators. Want to find out more about it? Number 2.
Number 2,
Leviathan.
Leviathan.
This was an enormous prehistoric whale, almost as big as the Megalodon. Named after the biblical monster called Leviathan, this whale was definitely a behemoth. You don't want to behold the size of this creature in the flesh. This monstrosity of a sperm whale had its own strength going for it. Enormous teeth and powerful jaw muscles that were adapted to capturing large and powerful prey. Leviathans hunted by striking fast from the bottom and slamming into unsuspecting prey from beneath. Their large mouths and teeth ripped through the flesh of smaller whales with ease, crushing their ribs and bones. They mostly snacked on other whales and even juvenile megalodons, with whom they shared the waters off the coast of Peru around 12 million years ago. Yeah,
Wow.
megalodons and leviathans likely crossed paths and probably even competed over prey or battled over territory.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge.
What's
for you
number
that'll take
1? I
5
want to see
seconds
number
complete.
1.
So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
Number 1.
Here we go.
Anomalocaris. Before
Anomalocaris.
super crocs, killer whales, and scary large sharks prowled the earth, scientists estimate that the world's top predator was probably a bizarre ancient sea creature
like an
called
alien, bro.
Anomalocaris. It lived at a time when all life was confined to the sea, more than 500 million years ago in the Cambrian period.
What is
Being the
that?
largest
It's like
hunter
an
at the time,
octopus.
it was at the top of the food chain. It used its large spiked arms to grab prey, biting them to death using its squarish
You're late. Gotta get him changed. Okay.
biting them to death using its squarish, tooth-lined mouth. The Anomalocaris was terrifying, and its like has never been seen since. You can't really tell if it was a shrimp or a squid. Perhaps it was both, or neither at all. Yeah, it was that confusing. And pretty much all animals in the primordial sea took really bizarre shapes and forms that would have caused endless nightmares today. Hey,
those
you made it to
animals
the end
are
of the
so
video.
huge.
If you enjoyed it, be sure to smash the like icon and leave a comment. Your engagement is what keeps us going. We have lots of fantastic videos that you will enjoy. You can start by checking out the 2 already showing up on your screen right now. Keep it 100.
Yeah, I liked that video, y'all. That was a great video, man. I learned a lot of stuff. Like, I didn't know all them big old animals and sharks and whales existed, and it was called weird names. Like, we barely pronounce them names. Like, what the heck? It was huge. Like I said, like, if them animals was here to this day with us humans, we would not be alive. They would eat us up, bro. They would tear us apart, bro. Like, come on now, bro. Look, bro, that was a great video, though. I love that video, man. Like I said, y'all comment down below what videos I want to see me react to next, bro, because that was a good video, man. And hit that like button, subscribe, comment down, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And we out the peace, y'all. Be smooth.
Okay, bye.